Well, it's April 12, 2016, and this is my first kayak trip of the year. It was a really early spring. A lot of the lakes are open already. I'm out on Jarvis Creek near Grande Cache, Alberta, heading into Graveyard Lake. Kind of a nice little tune-up trip to get ready for some bigger adventures coming up soon in the summer. So unfortunately, Graveyard Lake is still too frozen for me to get into the main body of water. I could stay along the edge here for a while in the grass, but really no point. Just go back down the creek down to Cache Lake. This is Cache Lake, and it's also frozen, so I can't get into the main body of water again. It's April 13th, 2016, and I'm about to venture into Pepper Lake down a little bush trail here. This isn't really a backcountry adventure. It's pretty easy access. Came in through this well site behind me. It's off of Highway 40 south of Grande Cache, a little ways from Hinton. Just doing a couple of tune-up trips here, getting ready for some more of the backcountry survival type of stuff. Don't want to take it for granted just because I'm close to a highway, close to a road doesn't mean I can't get myself into trouble. So in fact, these are the types of places people do get themselves into the trouble because they think their car is just a stone throw away, and then they get stranded out there for some reason. The access into this lake is quite easy. Just got to drag my kayak about 400 meters. Kind of looks like I'm a little too early in the season to do any kayaking today. What can you do? I figure since I dragged my kayak all the way in here, I might as well have a little bit of fun. I think what I'll do is I'll pretend I just fell through the ice and I have to make a fire in a couple minutes. Using only that spruce and a little bit of grass, and I'll just do it on the ice here so I can put it out right away. Okay, so that one took me much longer than expected. A couple things I did wrong. I think I was a little in too much of a rush to gather the material. There's probably drier grass available if I just took one more minute to search around for it. The stuff I grabbed had a bit of moisture in it still from snow melt. And another thing, I broke my flint, my steel. It's in there somewhere. Snapped it right in half, so I had to slow down and just stay calm and more patience to work that with half a piece there. So here's the broken flint I just found. See, pretty short piece to work with, and it's hard to jab down. See, using the back of the knife here, look how those sparks shoot out. Well, even though it's on the ice, now I can say I've been out on my kayak on Pepper Lake, Alberta. Back out of the bush onto some gravel. Just gonna try this broken flint one last time with this old man's beard I just collected off of some of those trees back there, and see if I can get the result I wanted even now with this broken shorter flint. Be a good practice because that could definitely happen out in the wilderness when I really need it. That's a little better. Still pretty tricky to use though. Well, now I'm out on a lake just east of Jasper National Park. It's called Peach Lake. Pretty nice, wide open, there's no ice, and it's April 14th today at about 8:30 p.m. Well, I just got off the water with my kayak on Peach Lake, Alberta, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to practice making a fire. I'm not going to go into the bush and get lichens. I'm going to stick to the rocks here and just pick up some of this type of stuff, just so I don't take for granted that I'm always going to have that old man's beard available. Give myself more of a challenge. So it's going to be tough to make a spark out of this, since it's so short, but still works, I guess, with the knife side. So let's give it a shot. I'll set the camera up, give myself a better angle here. Grass and some reeds that washed up. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got it. That was a lot harder again than I expected. Working with this tiny short piece and the size of this knife makes it difficult. And the material had a bit of moisture in it, so another challenge, but all real life things you could deal with in an emergency.
And we worked with Stupy there. I mean, Stupy was a great singer. Well, Robin's the greatest singer. This next one you're going to do is from the new album, Bang So Crazy. That's it. You're good at that. Is that a tribute to Jerry Lewis, or? Yes, no.